What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we'll be taking a look at a game called 63 Days. This is a Commandos-style tactical RTS that's very similar to something like Commandos. From what I've seen of gameplay videos or whatever, the game hasn't really had any demos or anything that I've had a chance to get a hand on. There is a demo on the page, but I just never got around to playing it. I just got back home and I'm kind of tired. I've been on a plane for a long time. But we're going to check the game out today, do some first impressions, and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list, or if it looks like it's just bad or janky or not the kind of thing that you're into. That's also a valid option. I've got a link for you down below in the description. This is coming from the creators of Hatred and Warmongrels, actually. I tried Warmongrels, but I wasn't a big fan of it. I played through the first couple missions, and it didn't really stick with me. So we'll see if this one does a little bit better, but we're going to be flying by the seat of our ass today. I have not played this game at all. These are true first impressions. Let's dive on in. Alright, so in May 1944, Youngster and Lynx are making a name for themselves in the Polish resistance movement. Their sabotage unit is tasked with blowing up airplanes on a nearby airfield recently taken over by German forces. Okay, I feel like we can get that done. Let's start the chapter. Alright, so I did the tutorial, and I've got a vague idea of what I'm doing now, and the production values actually seem pretty good in the game, but the tutorial wasn't that entertaining.
27, in Free Poland, Warsaw. I am the second son of Józef Borowski and Maria Niezaleski. My father served in the 10th Infantry Regiment from 1918, and then in the Border Protection Corps, Podole Brigade, shortly after. He was a soldier through and through. My mother, in her youth, was a dedicated independence activist. It's no wonder that my older brother and I were raised in the spirit of patriotism and genuinely loved the country our parents fought so hard to protect. My brother, Antony, was a promising sportsman as a child. He did everything he could to get me into Boy Scouts. "Otherwise, you'll die reading these books, youngster," he used to say. With the attack by Germany and Poland, my childhood ended. I was 13 at that time. Father was stationed with the Border Protection Corps in the east, so initially we weren't worried. We were much more worried when huge airplanes with Black Cross wings dropped bombs on our city. That was when the USSR sealed our fate. There was talk on the radio about a joint non-aggression pact. But then I realized, for the Soviets, treaties and agreements never meant much of anything. We soon learned that Father had been taken into Soviet captivity. We didn't understand, at the time, what that exactly meant, but we were glad he was alive. We later received a censored letter from him, but only once in 1940. We haven't heard from him since. What came after were years of humiliation. The Germans treated us like animals. We were educated in Polish only during secret classes, which were punishable by death. We had mandatory work from the age of 14 in order to build a strong Third Reich. All of our Jewish friends were kidnapped and imprisoned beyond the brick walls of the Warsaw Ghetto. You could get yourself killed for helping them, but we still tried. They were our friends, after all. People disappeared without a trace. They were taken at night or kidnapped in raids and driven off at gunpoint. 1 in 4 of my playground friends vanished. Like many lads our age, my brother and I became active in the underground resistance. We were so good at our assignments that we ended up working for Kediv, the primary Polish sabotage unit. I can't say anymore. I don't know who's going to read these memories. However, I want to describe our most important operation. We were with the Ocean unit at the time. They're all dead anyway. I was 18 back then.
All right, almost all of us made it here. Valdek didn't, but nobody knows what happened to him. We're still doing this job, though. So, as you remember, Fritz took over this little airfield recently for military purposes. Yesterday, these planes landed here for repairs and to get loaded up with cargo. All of their supplies are being transported east, and we're here to make sure that doesn't happen.
We must destroy das Stuckis.
Make us a path to get in. The problem is, Valdek was supposed to bring bolt cutters to clear the passage where this damn wall has collapsed. And he's not here. So our brave scout has to find some cutters himself. Should be easy enough. Any volunteers? Youngster, you go. You're the sneaky one. You'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
I'll go with him.
Ah, yes. Can't leave the younger brother alone.
I don't need his help.
Shut up, kiddo. We'll go together.
Just don't be noisy. We're gonna be waiting next to the main gate, so we'll be vulnerable. Once you cut the fence, we'll all regroup inside. All clear?
Clear.
Clear.
Hop to it, gentlemen.
Alright, so the game controls just like a classical RTS. You rubber band box guys, you command them to move around. There's different movement modes like sneaking. You can throw stones. Very, very Commandos inspired. Let's have a look around, though, and kind of see what we got going on. I'm going to turn on object highlighting because it's going to make it a lot easier for me to figure out exactly what we're working on. We got to sneak into the airfield. Looks like there's a labor camp or something over there. We've got something happening on that side, and it looks like there's some doors or something over there. We've got an Overwatch right there. They've actually got pretty solid grids right here that we got to work our way through. So I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. These two have got to go first, I think. Just because they're sort of separated, but I don't know what their vision cones look like. All right, well, let's just, like, move up and forward and kind of see what we got going on here for a minute. Everybody on and out. We don't want to sprint. We'll take it nice and slow as we're moving through this area. We got to find some bolt cutters and sneak into the airfield. All right, there's a lot of guys inside of there, though. So moving on out. We got a guy right there. I don't know how good his vision cone's gonna be. Like this dude right here. Looks like there's some kind of linking going on as well. All right, we'll figure this out. We're gonna figure this out one tiny baby step at a time. I can't go down that road at all, so I don't think that's gonna be an option in the slightest. It might be plausible that I don't even need to trigger this guy right here, so let's see if we can move around behind him. Nice and sneaky and quiet.
I could turn the guard's attention away from the gate.
Can't leave these laborers like this. We should secure safe passage for them.
Okay. We'll get to it. We're going to get everybody out of this place with 0 bullet holes. It's going to be all good. Then they want me to climb up over there. All right, you guys can stand up now. Let's move over this way. The game does have like a twin-stick shooter mode. It was inside the tutorial. So when things fall apart, it seems like you can go brucka on the enemy if you want to. Just because like we've got RTS controls right now. But there's also combat mode if you press the C button and your guys have like machine guns. And then it just turns into like a top-down twin-stick shooter where you can bust gats at everybody. But I don't know if we're going to be doing that in this mission right here. Let's get up top. Yeah, and you just stand over here and look inconspicuous.
Gotta help this dumb idiot get inside now.
All right, so we got 2 patrols right there. We've got a guy right there. I don't know if that's going to take me out the other side. We got like an entire fest over there. Are those the bolt cutters? Oh, I think those are, dude. Those look like the wire cutters. All right, let's walk back behind here. What is this guy trying to do on this side? Oh, that guy's watching from up above, so I'm not really going to be able to do much there. Okay. Well, it wants me to murder this guy. All right, I guess I can murk this guy. Let's get him behind this barrel over here and see if we can get him real quick. Cool. I am going to want my knife back. If I can get my knife back, that'd be fantastic. All right, got my knife back. There's also a grease gun over here, which would be sick. So let's grab one of those just in case I need to throw down. And it wants me to crawl over there. All right, man, get your belly on the dirt and let's make this thing happen. Turn away the guard with a stone. Okay, so turn the guard with a stone. These guys are walking back on up, though, so I gotta wait a second for this patrol to go on through. But this feels reasonably tight so far. Like, I played War Mongrels, which was the previous game that they made, that they were kind of like playing around with the ideas in this title, and it didn't really jive with me. But this feels much more Commandos than War Mongrels did. How fast can I throw stones? Because technically I need this guy to turn as well. What if I throw the stone right there, and then he turns, Okay, they've still got vision cone right there. Gotcha. Can I throw another rock over there? All right, strangle him.
We could use some firepower, just in case. Of course.
Hit the deck. Yeah, you get low.
Borrow this fella's gun.
Okay, so this guy dropped his gun on the ground, and it looks like he's got like a Mauser. What does he have right there? Looks like he's just got a bolty right there. Okay. Unfortunately, I kind of need this body to move too, so I guess I'll just keep distracting these guys in like Looney Tunes format. And then if you stand up, grab that, come back over this way. There we go. Just get that body out of there just in case anybody inconvenient comes by. All right, dump him over there. Good stuff. Get on your belly, and then we'll grab this gun. Is he going to stand up to pick that up right there? Hopefully he can just kind of like slide it onto his person. Okay, we've got a rifle now, so that's good. Now that we've got both rifles, we've got dead guys laying around. I don't know how I want to deal with this group right here. I think I need Big Brother to be in the airfield. I don't think there's any way around that, so I'm going to focus on these bolt cutters over here since that seems to be the main thing they want me to go after. But we got to watch these two guys on this side. The game does seem to save very frequently, like every 30 seconds or so, which wipes out one of my main complaints about stealth games, which is like you can spend 45 minutes perfectly clearing a camp, and then you mess one thing up and you got to redo the entire thing. So I flat out won't play any stealth game that won't let me quick save or whatever, just because I'm not a big fan of losing my time like that. I think if I move over here maybe. Oh, he almost saw me right there. Can I throw a rock far enough to distract him? Yeah, throw a rock over there. Well, that didn't work. I don't know if the bolt cutters are locked by like a quest thing or what, but I can't seem to get to. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe we just run back this way and hide. Maybe I can sneak around the back and grab these while nobody's looking. It's hard to say, but I think if I can distract that guy, maybe we can get something done here. Like, I'm a little bit worried he's going to scream, though, if I throw a knife or anything at him. Like, this guy is definitely going to see it. Like, what if I chuck a stone over there? I don't really want to throw a knife at this guy just yet. But the bolt cutters are right there on the table. Like, they're laying there on the table, and then I can get Big Brother in here, which allows me to, like, choke people out. Yeah, throw that over there. And then just see if you can sneak in over here. And can you grab these? It doesn't look like I can from where I am, and so I'm guessing they're, like, quest locked or something. Like, you need to, like, advance the quest far enough that it'll allow you to pick that up. Okay, so I'm resetting back up over here because I think this is how we've got to get him in. I was thinking we get the bolt cutters and we go through the wires over there with older brother, but I don't think older brother's actually going to do it. So we got to figure out the timing on this over here. I don't know how loud he's going to scream when I throw a knife at him either. So basically I need to distract this guy, have him sneak up, choke his ass out, throw a stone over here, or, like, throw a knife at him simultaneously and get both of these guys at the same time, I'm thinking. I mean, if we ever had an opportunity, this is conceivably it. So, like, what happens if I just chuck a knife at this guy? That guy's obviously going to see it. What if I throw that back over there? Then I chuck a knife at this dude. Okay, they definitely heard that. They were aware of what I just did. That's just what I wanted to test out. I wanted to just test it out real quick, see what happens. So, like, what if I distract this dude over here, and I just don't go for any kills? Will that work?
Good evening, everyone.
Looks like it might. Get back behind the car. Get back behind the car. All right. So we managed to ski through the gate, and now we're kind of like laying prone around behind. This guy is not suspicious at all, even though he's heard like 35 sounds behind his head. Stealth mechanics. Don't you just love them? Where's that patrol right there? All right, so that patrol's over there. Let's get ourselves clear on this side. Walk back over this way, and now it's going to let me get the bolt cutters. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let's get back behind the boxes because these guys are just doing like a full circle of the compound, and this guy's kind of a headache too, so we just gotta do this like one step at a time iteratively, and there's definitely an order here that they want me to work with. With these guys up here, I'm curious if he's in line of sight. So that guy's over there. What are these cats doing over here? They're over on that side. Is he walking? Is he gonna turn around right there? As I say, I need him to turn around. That's just a thing that needs to happen. And then we'll try to run this routine again. Those guys are right there. Okay, they can already see. Never mind. Get back over here. They won't come investigate. It's going to be fine, but I think we're going to have to lay low for a minute while we wait and see what these guys do. Dude, the timings on these patrols, man. Every time I'm trying to make a move, there's another guy walking around. I'm going to figure something out. I saw a German uniform inside one of the rooms that potentially I could get my hands on. Maybe I can choke this guy out. Yeah, choke and pick up. Alright, you got him. That's one less thing we have to worry about. So let's get him hauled back behind these barrels over here and just, like, dump the body somewhere. Alright, body's right there. We got our guy taken out. And these dudes over here, we got to figure out some kind of play to grab the bolt cutters. And honestly, I think doing it stealthier is probably just going to be cleaner. Who would have imagined? Stealth in a stealth commando game. So I'm going to wait for this guy to reset. We need to throw a rock up there when he walks back this way. And then we're going to grab the bolt cutters like we attempted to do before. But it wouldn't let me go out of order for the mission. But we'll grab that right there. And then we should be able to, it looks like these wires right here can be cut. And so we may be able to actually sever conduits and knock out power to individual buildings and like darken the facility a little bit as time goes along. Youngster, come here. No, that is not what I wanted you to do. Do not open fire. Opening fire right now would be real, real bad. He's going back. Throw that over there. Go grab the bolt cutters.
Nice. These will work perfectly.
Okay, we've got the bolt cutters. And we should be totally clear. And it looks like I can cut that right there too, but who even knows what it does? Oh, I can just choke this guy out without him. Oh. Well, I mean, you know, a couple less Jerrys running around always makes this operation a little bit easier. Maybe I'll just, like, appease my... I didn't realize his line of sight can't see right there. So maybe I'll choke this guy out under the eaves of the building. I don't know how to get up top to get him either, but, like, my bloodlust needs to be sated. Let's get this fool. All right, go get him. Good stuff. Lay him down low. I don't know if I should leave the body there or not, or if I should bring it back with me.
Of course.
Let me grab the body. We'll relocate him real quick, just in case they swap up patrols on me or something. And then we'll just kind of dump him back here. There we go. He's been laid out. Let me see what bolt cutting does right here, just for my own curiosity's sake. Maybe it's an alarm panel? Maybe that's what that is so they can hit the alarm possibly. This guy's pretty isolated. I'm sort of curious if there's a magic angle I can get him with a knife. Because he's in like a really good spot to be gotten rid of. There's also two dudes over there. Okay, so now that we have the bolt cutters, it's kind of game on time. We need to let the rest of the resistance into this area. So let's take Youngster. We're going to hop this fence right here. I'm not going to worry about those two guards over there, but it looks like there's a collectible or something we can get. Oh, the vines don't let me go back. Okay, so we're going to have to sneak our way through this then. Fair enough. That guard's not looking the right direction, but those guards are, so I need to get around behind this guy. Probably by going out the way that I came in would be my suggestion. Hit the deck real fast. I like that smooth transition in between prone and standing. Once that patrol pisses off. We need to throw a rock behind him. We need to throw a rock over there. And then we kind of just need to, like, go for it, I think. Okay, we're good. We snuck through. Get down. You can hide bodies in the bushes. Okay. Well, I just need to cut the fence for right now. The rest of this is not as paramount, but I'm just going to stay low and prone and do my thing. I'm guessing this blocks line of sight, too. We'll see if we can go, like, mission accomplished here. Ooh. I'm getting shotted. It's okay, the game saved 30 seconds ago, so we should be alright. Let's go back, and the saves are really snappy too, which is appreciated. Like, there's no load bar or anything else like that that you gotta deal with either. Okay, so I gotta cut this fence over here. But if I stay low... So that guy's up on the tower. So let's just go wide for a second. I was gonna say, that guy's gotta be able to see us too. Oh, but he's a patrol. Nice, dude. Okay, so we gotta secure this entrance. So after looking at the layout over here, I think I got bad news. We might need Big Brother to get this done, because he's got the chokeout abilities, so, like, we may have to create a gap for him to sneak out through. So let's see if we can do this twice and reconjure the magic. It's definitely tense. Like, if you mess up, you've got, like, seconds to respond to messing up. I'm honestly kind of curious if I can choke this guy out just to, like, clear the area and make my life easier. Throw that over there. Now that you got that, see if you can get him. Will anybody see that? Okay, another one bites the dust. Let's get him out of here. I feel like the more of these thoroughfares I clear out for these patrols, the better off we're going to be, because we're just creating, like, clean hallways where we don't have to worry about jackbooted thugs causing problems. And so we'll put this over here. Yep, you live in this corner now. I really want to take that patrol out. The game has like a planning mode where you can orchestrate actions. Like, it freezes the game and you can set up what you want people to do, but I'm not sure I'm good enough with my timing to make it happen. We'll wait for this guy to leave, and then we'll choke this guy out real quick. We'll deposit him back over here. In an ideal world, it would actually be really good to throw a stone right there and get this watchtower cleared out as well. Oh no! Damn, they threw grenades and everything. Oh no, they threw a grenade in the bushes and blew me up. I didn't expect them to be that smart. I didn't expect them to fish me out like that. Alright, little brother, get back in the bushes over here. I didn't think about that patrol catching me with just the tiniest corner of their vision cone. Okay, those guys are now out of the way. So now we get to the fun bit. Go get him.
Huh? Who the hell are you? Actually, you know what? I don't want to know.
Let's get in the bushes. And it may be time to take down that patrol that's just cruising around. But now we have free access to the front gate, so I don't know what we need the bolt cutters for. But we fixed it. I would like to get him too, but he's kind of like facing outwards, so he's not really that big of a problem compared to a lot of these other guys. I've decided that I find this patrol annoying, so I'm going to do something about that. And I don't know how well it's going to go, but we're going to try and do something about it. I'm going to try to get Big Brother to choke out the one in the back, and then Little Brother to get the one from the side. So Little Brother, you go wide. Older brother, you follow up. And then we'll execute. Maybe when they turn the corner over here, possibly. Okay. An older brother, you get the choke. Little brother,
Taking down this guy.
you get the knife throw on him.
Not a problem.
Hey, and it worked out. All right. Little brother, go get your knife back. He can't carry bodies. All right. Well, you start hoofing bodies out of here. And maybe clear the scene of the crime a little bit. We'll get that right there. There shouldn't be any more patrols cruising around, though, so we should be able to pick through a lot of these guards and things as we go along. We're creating our own little, like, mass grave back over here. There we go. We'll put him right there. We've got our knife back, and now we should have clear flow through the map. Like, there's not too many other spots that we've got to deal with. The Commandant is up there, and he's got some kind of key that allows us to access somewhere. We also got to deal with these guys that are up on the tower, and I don't know exactly how I want to do that just yet. So we need a key to open a gate to get to there, which gives us access to the building. We can get inside, and we can get German uniforms from there, which will probably make this a lot simpler because they're just staring at that fence right there. Like, they're locked in on that fence. Let's start clearing out guys from just the periphery now that we've got a little bit of a handle on how all this works. This guy's blocked off by boxes, and it looks like he has no homies around to help him out. So we may be able to give him the two-brother 1-2 punch here. Just taking a look at it, there's a ladder right there. If I can distract this guy, I think we can get him. But it's going to be complicated. Like, we don't have push pause, so it's going to take some doing. Over on this side, how far can you throw a stone? That's not going to turn him far enough.
I'll distract him.
Going up there.
No problem.
You think you can go up that ladder a little faster, man? Please take him. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Okay, cool. So we're set up on that side. We got that guy taken care of. I should probably off that guy real quick, too, just while we're in the neighborhood so that there's less liabilities running around. So let's get him choked out. And, dude, we're creating quite a little body pile over here. I think we've got about half the camp wiped out at this point. There's another section of the camp we got to get into over there, too. So, like, seems like we got our work cut out for us. I wish I could just chuck him off the roof, but I don't think I can. Go grab him as well. Oh, there's a bunch of them on the back road, too. We got all kinds of problems out here. We got things to solve, man. All right. And go ahead and chuck him over there. Control method seems really solid so far, and the production values seem to be pretty good, too. Like, this seems like a much more refined version, like a much better thought-out version. You can tell that they took the lessons on board from Warmongrels and kind of, like, went with it. Over here. Throw that over there. You come down. All right, and then we'll just keep this guy distracted.
I'll wipe him out.
I don't honestly know if I can get him from this angle, but we're going to try. Uh-oh. Oh, that guy can see all the way over there? Damn. All right. Throw a knife at that dude. We're probably dead. Oh, no, you didn't even get the knife off, little brother. And I can't get him because those guys will definitely see it. So I need some way to get all these guys to file out and go elsewhere, I think. Maybe I can throw a knife at him. That might work. It depends if he can see the body from where he's at. Throw a knife at him. Let's see if that works. Oh, he definitely saw that. All right, fall down back behind. What happens when they go on full alert, but they don't know where I am? Did they just go on patrol mode? Oh, they start, like, searching things. Okay. Get back down this way and just hang out till they reset. Oh, he saw that from over there? Damn, good eyesight on these dudes. All right. So for all intents and purposes, we should probably just accept that this guy is not going to be gettable from where he's at right now. That guy either. Unless somebody's got, like, if we had, like, 2 hand grenades, we could deal with this situation pretty easily. But also loudly. Definitely an interesting situation we find ourselves in. It's almost like a little bit of a puzzle that you've got to figure out exactly who gets got next and, like, who you can afford to pick off here, who you can afford to pick off there. Like, you've kind of got to look around the map and figure it out based on, like, sight lines. And honestly, I think Little Brother getting up right here and sneaking maybe... I mean, I need to get rid of that guy because there's another... This dude's wandering around as well. So yeah, it's almost like a little iterative puzzle that you've got to logic your way through, but I definitely dig it. Like, I like what they've got going for them right now. Like, I'm enjoying the experience. They've got the saves perfectly concatenated, and the saves are hella snappy. It's like 2 seconds of downtime when you lose, so it's not even really like that big of a deal, and it resets you. It seems like every time you get rid of somebody safely, it saves the game, and it seems like it's also auto-saving like every 15 to 20 seconds on top of that. And it always does it when you're safe. Like, I haven't had any saves that I've loaded that have been completely torpedoed or anything so far. And so a lot of the pet peeves that I have about games like this that keep me away from them and keep me from playing them seem to not be a problem here, which is a really good thing. And so you've just taken a look at, like, the first 30 minutes. Well, I guess I've been playing for, like, an hour now, but it's going to be edited down to, like, 30 minutes of 68 or 63 days. Sorry, I got my numbers mixed up. 63 days. A game about fighting in the Polish resistance and undertaking missions. I don't know if there's going to be upgrades and stuff that we get for these characters as we go along, or any kind of RPG progression, or if they're just going to keep it entirely tied to realism and stealth, and, like, the characters have the skills that they have when you go into any area. But so far... Normally, stealth games are kind of like a big turnoff for me, but I dig this one. I think that they've got some cool stuff going on right now. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, it was 63 days. Tomorrow it'll be something else. So far, I don't see anything that's a major warning flag from me, but keep in mind we've only played the game for about an hour, the tutorial, and a chunk of the first level, so it may be possible that stuff arises later on into the game, but hopefully this first impression helped you decide whether or not it's the kind of game you want to play. I'll see y'all later. Take care, and that's all I got for you. Bye, folks.